On the top story today, 2 geriatric men sat in chairs in Geneva and talked, or as the news media put it,
just hours from now, President Biden will face off with Russia's Vladimir Putin.
The diplomatic chess match is now underway.
President Biden and Vladimir Putin getting ready for their rumble.
Historic showdown.
High-stakes showdown. Historic showdown.
His highly anticipated face-off.
They're absolutely right. America, Russia, Rambo, Drago, Jesus, Lucifer, the gleaming forces of infinite light versus the unstoppable antimatter armies of endless nothing. Afterwards, Biden conveyed the epic drama.
Tone of the entire meetings, I guess it was a total of 4 hours, was good.
Well, that sucks. The least he could have done is emerge feasting on some intestines. Andy, you know President Biden. Did he go through the motions of feigned diplomacy quickly enough to get home before Putin's next cyber attack?
Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
Thank you.
You know, it's nice to have a president that's accountable to saying what went on in the meeting. I remember when President Trump had his meeting with Putin and didn't allow any translators or didn't allow any readouts, and you never knew what went on. So I think we've got a president that's trying to be accountable and upfront for the issues, James. And I think that's a really good sign for the country that we're going to know what the agenda looks like.
Agreed, but Biden's in the power position here. Putin's attempts to use cyber attacks to destroy our infrastructure won't work because our infrastructure's already destroyed. Checkmate.
Now, there would have been way more progress had their villa been attacked by ransom-seeking terrorists. Fussy Putin learns to loosen up, and loose cannon Biden learns to play it closer to the vest. It's all in my new screenplay, Cold War Hot Boys.
I love that so much. Now, moving on, COVID is officially over now that the Democratic states are reopening. To celebrate, Andrew Cuomo lit up the sky with more fireworks and body bags snuck out a nursing home back door. California fully reopened its economy with Governor Newsom making the ultimate sacrifice of no longer having the French Laundry dining room all to himself. The White House will host a July 4th Independence from Virus Bash with a barbecue they hope will return heart disease to its rightful place as Americans' leading cause of death. Andy, what symbolic sign or tableau should Biden stand in front of to celebrate the reopenings that won't look too gaudy when a bunch more people die from the Delta variant and we have to close again?
I think we have taken this from this big scary thing that overwhelms us to in the category of manageable challenge. And we've got lots of manageable challenges in our lives. This is now just one of them, and I think we're going to learn how to manage this over time. But I think the worst is well behind us.
Well, it's great to see these celebrations. I just hope they're loud enough to drown out long-haul COVID patients asking doctors why strawberries still smell like gasoline.
I'm just thrilled that the worker shortage will be eased as cities lay off the crews they hire to dig mass graves.
Now's the time for America to do the right thing and help the global south by sending them some of our leftover fireworks.
Absolutely. And after this vaccine touchdown, did we earn the right to spike the football? Yes. In the first half, did we fumble and cause 600,000 negligent homicides? Absolutely. Ball is life.
A little correction there. Ball is actually not life.
That's right, James. Ball is everything.
Nope, ball is ball, and that's it. But moving on here, Andy, you worked in the Biden White House for 5 months, the minimum time required before a public official can publish a tell-all. Let's look at yours in our news segment, Book. Now, thank you so much for celebrating our news segment by sitting in front of a bunch of books. You wrote in the USA Today, as Trump's son-in-law and former White House advisor Jared Kushner told me, Trump's express aim was to get credit for opening the country, but blame the states when things would go wrong. Not to brag, but Donald Trump gave me that scoop directly by doing exactly that. Andy, did you just want to write a book bragging about how you knew Jared Kushner?
Yeah, that gets me a lot of cred. But, you know, having the conversations with Jared and others in the White House and then publishing them verbatim, people can judge for themselves. I think he was a political operative in many respects, trying to protect his father-in-law from any of the splash of, as you guys have pointed out, 600,000 people dying. It's a tough task.
Andy, all the things America did wrong aside, what did America actually do wrong?
Well, I mean, we have an incredible ability for our president to deny the very existence of the virus when he knew it was here for a long, long time. So if it wasn't for the NBA shutting down, if you think about it, it's not clear the president would have ever even had to acknowledge the virus. So doing that and shutting down any disagreement, any kind of dissent, those usually aren't the best ways through a pandemic.
Now, wait, are we not going to ask how a just-departed senior advisor to the White House COVID response team had time to write a book?
That's exactly right, Dr. Bloom.
Okay, just check.
Okay. All right, audience, take the gun out of your mouth. It's time to talk about Donald Trump. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office has entered the final of its seemingly infinite number of stages in their investigation into Trump's longtime CFO, Alan Weisselberg, with the possibility he could face charges this summer. Charges in the summer? That blows. For months, prosecutors have sought to pressure Mr. Weisselberg into cooperating with their investigation into Mr. Trump, and any deal could turn the trusted executive into a star witness against the former president. Now, the debate over whether Weisselberg flips on Trump brings us to our new segment, Flip or No Flip, Alan Weisselberg edition. Andy, start us off. Flip or no flip, Alan Weisselberg?
I'm gonna go with flip.
You think he's flipping? All right, well, I was gonna say no flip, but I'm flipping back to flip.
Andy says flip, so I'm going to go flip too. I don't want to flip on his flip. I'm not a no flip, I'm a flip.
Got it, Nadon?
I believe he's going to do a double flip, which will actually mean he'll be doing a flop, so he's more of a flop than the
It's
flip.
going to be a major flop if he does flip, so I say no flip.
Okay, well, I'm now hearing Dr. Bloom, and I'm thinking I was originally a no flip guy, but then I flipped to a flip, and then I flip-flopped into a flop flip, so now I don't know where I am. Andy, have we managed to convince you not to flip on your flip?
I'm just gonna flip a coin.
All right, well, this is great. I love this. I love talking about it, but we gotta move on. And Andy, please try to be serious moving forward.